Did you know that you have a better chance of getting your head bitten off by a giraffe than dying in an airplane accident? In a study in 2017, which is the last year that we have statistics for, in 100 million hours of flying, 44 people were killed. There's better odds playing the lottery. So what I've decided to do today is to show you how we do a pre-flight inspection on an airplane. First thing I'll do is show you the inspection and then tell you a little bit about why we do it and the safety of the industry. So where we start, here's my note cards. It's really a checklist, but it's note cards. Shows you how to do it. I'll walk you through it. First thing we need to do is here in the cabin, you got to make sure you have the controls, the key out, make sure the lights are off, make sure everything's good there. Turn the master on, and it's going to be booting up. While we do that, we'll check the lights. On this side there's a green light that's shining. We know it's green because it's on the right side. On the other side, we can see on the hangar wall is a red light. Then over on the tail is a white light. The reason they do this is at night, you know which direction the airplane's coming. If it's a green light and a white light, then you know that the airplane's crossing from right to left into your vision. So here's the landing lights. We have two of them. One's a landing light, one's a taxi light, one you use on the ground, but we want to make sure they both light up. Now that that's done, we'll shut them all off and start our inspection. So we're looking at the big stuff, the stuff that matters, like the wing. We want to make sure there's no dings or dents or anything like that in it. Make sure this is movable. This tells us if we're going to stall or get too slow in the air, and the airplane may fall out of the air at that point, so we want to make sure we have a warning. Just need to make sure everything's structurally sound. Keep coming around. Make sure everything looks good. Keep coming, keep coming. Look at our ailerons, make sure they move like they're supposed to. Make sure our static wicks here are there because they dissipate lightning or static that would hit the airplane. Keep coming around, we're checking, make sure there's hinges in here. We want to make sure that they're good to go. We're going to look at the tire, make sure the tire's good to go, and the wheel pants there protects the tires and the brakes and everything. Keep coming around this thing, baggage door. You need to make sure it's locked so it doesn't come open in flight. Make sure all the antennas and everything are there like that one is. Same thing with the tail. We want to make sure we have movement, that the hinges are good. We have the straps that need to be there. Also with the rudder. This is what controls the yaw of the airplane left and right. So we want to make sure that we can do that. Here's the white light I was talking about earlier. It's not lit up anymore, but keep coming around. Make sure the trim tab moves independently of the elevator because this is like cruise control in an airplane. What it does is when you're holding straight and level, you can move it just a little bit from the cockpit and make sure that you're holding straight and level. There's no true cruise control in an airplane. Keep coming around. Same thing on this side. You look at the ailerons and the flaps and everything, making sure they're all the same because keep in mind that when you're up in the air, you can't stop off at a cloud. I mean, you don't just pull over and fix something. If something falls off, you have to get back to the ground, whether you control it or whether the airplane gets there by itself. The aviation industry is one of the safest industries on the planet, and the reason for that is checklists like this, checklists for descent planning and climbing and engine failure, emergencies, all that stuff. And we just remember that the next time you're on an airplane, that the guys up front have done the absolute most work they ever can to make sure you have a safe flight.